Welcome to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast, where we unlock the power within and navigate the journey of your self-discovery together. I'm Shaz Sini, your spiritual mentor and life coach, here to help you tap into your inner guidance system and manifest your best life. Whether you're just beginning your spiritual journey or looking to deepen your practice, this podcast offers insights, techniques, and inspiration to elevate your consciousness and transform your reality. Get ready to shine your light and embrace your true potential. Remember, the answers are inside you. Let me be your guide on earth. Welcome back to Spiritual Awakening with Shaz. Today we're diving deep into one of the hardest and most transformative chapters of your life. The moment when everything you thought you knew falls apart. When the life you built, the one you worked so hard for and held together through everything, suddenly crumbles beneath you. The relationship ends, the job disappears, your finances go to hell, sometimes you lose your home. The dream feels like it slipped through your fingers and everything around you is no longer what it once was. And you're left sitting in the rubble, wondering who the hell you are, even. Anything. Is there someone underneath all this burden? Who are you? What is going on within you? And mostly, how the hell did this fucking happen? If this is you right now, take a deep breath. You're not alone, because I've been there too. When everything fell apart for me, yes, I didn't have a lot of what most people would consider because I don't have a family and I've not been married, but I have lost everything and had to start again. And so many of my clients, when they lose their relationships, start to think and wonder, who on earth are they? They have no idea how they're going to get through this stage in their life because they've molded themselves to become someone that they don't even fully recognize anymore. Yes, when you're in a relationship with someone else, you do become something and someone that you may not like, know, or understand. Or you may have been living in a dream world where you thought everything was okay when it truly isn't. So when things do fall apart, there comes a point in life where you're holding it all together, but it becomes impossible. You can no longer be that version of self anymore. For she went up in flames with the relationship itself. You end up being over people-pleasing, holding it all together, over giving, doing everything for everyone else, making everyone else happy but yourself. And when you're standing on the wreckage of what used to be your life, when anyone comes along and tries to tell you that they know how to do it better, or it's okay, you'll just get through this, those words just form a deeper hole in your heart. We all know what it's like when things do go awry and you wonder how on earth you're going to pick yourself up and start again. But we also know that we always do it. I want to talk to you about the ways that you do it. How you no longer become the person that became the doormat, the slave, the person that gave everything to somebody who actually didn't appreciate it. How you changed who you were and molded yourself into possibly a Stepford wife for someone who didn't even understand and accept and appreciate that for you. How you let go of things that were important to you and you built your world around somebody else. Whether that is just your partner or your children or your family or your work, or how you showed up every day for a company that didn't even care. The moment that they decided that they needed to cut things out, you were just a number on a spreadsheet. That can take away your whole identity. And when it comes back to underneath, too many of us define our identities by, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm this career title. That's not actually who you are. You're so much more than that. So when things fall apart, stop thinking that you're a failure. Yes, you built your world on shaky foundations, but you can change it and build it on something better. You may not realize it yet, But sometimes your soul can be the one pulling the rug out from under you because you're living a life that isn't fully true to who you really are. The greatest time many people come to their true spiritual awakening is through loss. Firstly, through grief. I hope that's not happening to you. And secondly, it's through loss of relationships, through jobs, through finances, through the lifestyle that you've created tumbling around you and disappearing. But sometimes that all has to fall apart so you can actually stop pretending to be something that you're not and really stand up and become who you're truly meant to be. These breakdowns, most of us consider as punishment, as shameful things that happen to us because we're either not good enough or we've done something wrong or we created this because we're bad people. Well, that's not actually true. It's just the beginning of awakening of your soul rising up to become what it truly can be. When everything collapses, there becomes a quietness, a stillness, a stoppage, where you have to take moments to just be. It can be quite deafening and hollow, empty, shallow, and all of those negative words that nobody really wants to hear about. And yes, that's what we talk about as rock bottom, the void, the empty place where nobody's there. No noise, no distractions, no constant busyness to numb the pain, just you, your thoughts, and the ache of what's gone. This is what we call the void. It's really uncomfortable as hell. It's scary. But underneath it all, it's truly sacred. For in that quietness, this is where your true inner voice, your intuitive guidance, your soul comes to show up, is there for you, supporting you. Because trust me, when your world falls apart, friends and family scatter like mice. They just disappear. You never see them. And they certainly don't want to hear you, listen, or be there as what they consider you whine and whinge about what went on. They don't have the capacity to support you, and they usually choose sides and believe whatever narrative is given by whichever partner sells it the best. There's nothing worse, especially if you've been in a long-term marriage that falls apart, when all their family choose their family member's side, and deep friendships, love, and family that you've known for years all of a sudden consider you the apocalypse, the nemesis, the burden. Nobody. The heartbreak of that is usually sometimes even deeper than the heartbreak of losing your partner, especially when you have loving friendships and loving family commitments with other people. Divorce is scary and hard because you not only lose your partner, you lose all the other family with it, but so do your children. The void aspect is a place where you actually need to sit down and finally come to terms with the truth that's sitting in you, the discovery of self, and your soul sits there and whispers to you, now that the noise is gone, you can finally hear me, your own inner voice, nobody else's. It is these quiet moments that most of us don't give enough time or credit to. This is where the rebuilding starts. You've got to stop trying to outrun the silence. You need to sit, be, feel, and process through it. Stop scrolling your life away on socials. Stop bypassing everything in between. Stop drinking and overworking and numbing yourself to the pain, and just sit with it and ask yourself, what do I feel right now? This is where a journal comes in handy for you to discover the true depths of what's going on underneath the surface. Because healing doesn't begin in the noise, it actually happens in the stillness. That quiet, lonely place that you may be right now is not emptiness, it's space. It is space for life to grow, and it is the birth of creation. This is where new ideas form. This is where you start to rebirth, rise, and become who you're really meant to be. And sometimes it takes life stripping everything away for you to discover that truth. It reveals the power behind you, the essence of it all, the way you rise up and become who you're really meant to be. It's not about losing yourself. It's about truly remembering who you really are and who you were meant to be before the world told you who and what to be. Before you shrank inside that relationship or silenced your truth to keep the peace, before you molded yourself into a job that actually took away your soul and made you become someone that you don't fully recognize, and before you forgot what truly made you happy and what made you unique. In the stillness, you need to ask yourself simple questions like, why did I abandon myself to become this version of self that isn't someone that really makes me happy? And what part of me is craving to come back now that I'm free? In the despair and the hopelessness, most of us don't really consider and find that freedom. But in time you will, and you may not have the answers to those questions just yet, but you will. Give yourself moments. It does take time, and it takes true insights, quietness, stillness. Awakening isn't a flip switch. It's not a light switch that you turn on and off. It's a gentle unfolding of becoming, of rising, of elevating, of really going through the mess. It's about abandoning what was, what no longer served you, what pulled you down, and rising up free, fun, and full of magnificence like nothing you've ever had before. Because the moment you start seeing, even in the chaos, the beauty that lies within, you learn to breathe and grow and elevate, is the moment that changes everything. And remember, you're not starting from scratch. You have so many lessons and valuable tools and insights and power that you can bring with you. You're starting from a whole different level of experience. It's this experience that will help you rebuild, take over everything, and truly rise up to become who you're meant to be. It's not about rushing to fix the life that was or repairing what's done. And it's certainly not about holding yourself by sitting back and waiting for them to wake up and possibly come back to you. Or even if they did, you are likely doomed to repeat that mistake, repeat that problem, and end up in the same position. As you start to rebuild your life, you do it with small intentions, small steps back to self. Start by journaling, getting truthful with yourself. Or you can go around lying to other people, telling your friends that you're fine, telling your family that it's okay. But lying to yourself creates havoc in our mind. It creates stress and anxiety and depression, that deep sadness that causes all of our problems. Hiding from yourself does the same. You need to take moments to rediscover who you are and truly stand in that power to become you. Because you are the most important factor in this, the reason your soul chose to end whatever the ending was so that you could rise up, rebirth, and become who you're truly meant to be. And it happens in moments of being alone and still and aware. Journaling for me is the greatest awakener because it's always an amazing self-discovery of what I truly think, because we hide from our thoughts. We truly let the itty-bitty-shitty committee in our head have havoc and create all the chaos around us by telling us the bad things. But when you knuckle down and peel back the layers to the truth beneath, you discover amazing insights, inspiration, and secrets you've hidden before that are ready to rise and come out again. You discover your true strength, your worthiness, your power, the ability to be anything that you want. A clean slate is like the best thing ever. The freedom to start to choose who you want to be. That's an amazing aspect. If journaling isn't your thing, go for a walk. We all have a phone these days and it has voice messages. Go and have a self conversation, or if it's too hard to have it by yourself, open ChatGPT on your phone, ask it to act as a counselor and start talking to it and let it give you some advice. Having a chit chat back and forth, sometimes it's better than a friend because it's coming without a friend's opinion about the partner or the person or the job or even yourself to get in the way. It can be pure, open, and honest. So do that walk outside, take deep breaths, find that moment, find that essence of self that's important to you. Sometimes you can do it through cooking, finding a nourishing meal, supporting your body, going for a swim, walking along the beach, doing a detox, having a massage. Give yourself self-time, self-care, and self-prioritization, because these are what matters the most. Stop looking at it like having a 5-year plan and just take the next loving step towards yourself. Because healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's really about remembering who you've always been underneath all that pain, all those hidden aspects. Rediscover the talent you put aside for somebody else. Tap into the beauty of who you really are, what you like to do. Do things for you and nobody else. One day soon, you're going to look back at this rubble and this problem and this chaos and wonder, why the hell was I there in the first place? And look at me now. You've always been there. You've always been this powerful, magnificent person who is the creator of the world around them. You've just allowed somebody else to lead the way. It's now time for you to not just survive, but rebuild and thrive in the life that you're meant to have. So if your life does feel like it's in ruins right now, trust that this too shall pass and you will get through it, but you will rise up greater than you've ever risen before. This is not the end of your story. We definitely can't see it in this minute, but give it time and work and healing, and you will become something so much better than you've ever recognized in your life before. The rubble is a sacred space. Okay? Yes, broken parts are going to fall off. We're going to shed different aspects of self. We're going to leave lots behind. And much like that caterpillar that goes in to become the butterfly, it has to dissolve itself in order to reform in that beautiful butterfly. You will do that too. You will dissolve aspects of self that no longer serve you. You will leave behind parts of you that are unworthy of you. You will regather, reincorporate, and bring back the power that's always lying within you. And your beauty will shine through. Not just external beauty, internal beauty, understanding, acceptance, empathy, love of self, power, strong, desire, passion. All of these amazing aspects will rise up with you and show you the way forward. You don't lose yourself in this progress, you remember yourself. Because underneath it all is this powerhouse who is ready to conquer the world. And you will. Don't look at this as a failure. Look at it as a completion, as a closing of a cycle, the end of a season. We all go through them. Not everything is for a lifetime. They are for reasons, seasons, and lessons, and some definitely can be for lifetimes. But if this episode isn't a lifetime experience for you, allow yourself to rise up and become a new version who's ready to conquer the world. Breathe through the ache and become the woman you were always meant to be. If this episode has spoken to your heart, I invite you to gently step forward, run a bar, journal, cry, and breathe, whatever helps you reconnect. Do the work for self, and if you're ready to rebuild your life with guidance and community and deep emotional healing, I'd love to walk beside you. Shine with Shaz is my 13-week program that can help you uncover that blessing, discover who you are, and rise again. It's where women like you remember your worth, rebuild your power, and rise stronger than ever. You can find the details on my website. I've put all the links in the bio. Until next time, beautiful soul, please remember you're not broken at all. You're just remembering who you really are. Thanks for listening to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you don't miss an episode. You can also follow us on Facebook with the links below. Until next time, trust your intuition and let your spirit soar.